wanted my take on the Woodford Ghost
Yeah,
picture, I think.
because it's. I'll tell you what, it hasn't half changed over the years.
Yeah, you're not
What actually happened?
Yeah, I've got quite a few different
Yeah.
versions of it.
Yes, Simon, you got Simon Sherwood's one there, have you? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I know Simon.
Yeah. Well, to start with, I'll go you give me a bit. I wasn't with Gordon.
Oh, right.
I don't know where the hell I got that from.
Yeah.
What happened was Gordon took hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of slides. The reason I'm saying that, there was never ever a photograph. It was all he did. CT18 slide film.
Right. Okay.
Right. He did it. Took his photograph in July, I think it was, if I remember correctly. December of that year, he came to the house to show us, so my wife and I, some of his photographs. And again, lo and behold, so like I got this funny one. So I said, what do you mean funny one? And he showed it us. I said, good God. So what I did, I picked the slide projector up and moved back in my lounge and got it so it was, the apparition was on the whole of the screen.
Yes.
And I laughingly said, blimey, I said, you took a photograph of a ghost, haven't you? Laughing. And of course, that's when it took off. We got in touch with the vicar, and somehow, I don't know whether it, I don't think, I mean, some things are clear as day, others are not. Kettering, the Kettering paper picked up on it. I don't know how. And they did an article. And then the next thing we know, the People got involved.
Yes.
We had all sorts of things. We had to go to solicitor and swear this, that, and the other. One of the things I was always asked, did I think Gordon did it? Well, yes. He didn't. I still don't think he did a trick photograph or anything, because if you want, and I'm not blowing my own trumpet, it was me that started it. This was 6 months afterwards. He hadn't done anything. It was just me happened to say, hey, you took a photograph of a ghost, laughing. And I was laughing. And then we sort of went back to the vicar, and he said, oh, you do know there's Heart of a Crusader in the church.
Yeah.
And of course, then I sort of said to the vicar, you're joking, because I thought he was. And he said, I said to him, gosh, that makes it a bit more scary now. He said, why? I said, because if anything, that photograph looked like a surcoat, you know, that the chainmail surcoats that they wear. Again, the other thing I'm thinking and jumping about a bit here, they said it was a cleaner with a bucket. At the time, I seem to remember when we said something about this, and the cleaner wasn't in the church at that time.
Yeah, I've seen that report from the Home Office laboratory when they did their that puzzled me. That really puzzled me, because they were out to debunk the photograph.
Yes, and it wasn't a photo. This is what.
No, this is it.
Yeah, it wasn't a photograph. That was the thing. We had this is a bit. I'm very hazy on this one. We had I mean, I was young at the time, obviously 16 or so, but I still remember some idiot, and I use that with inverted commas, from London. They got a professor from one university. He was rabbiting on about this photograph, how we could fake it, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there thinking, God, blimey, you like the sound of your own voice, boy.
They do.
And then he said, what have you got to say? And I think at the time I said, you're an idiot. And of course he said, who the hell do you think you are? I said, actually, I'm thinking exactly the same. I said, because this photograph is a bloody slide. And yeah. I did swear at the time, I do remember. And he looked, he said, what? And I said, it's not a photograph, a print, it's a CT18 slide. Of course, then I can't remember what happened after that, but he should have shut up a bit.
Yeah.
But we did all sorts of things at the time. We had to swear that, you know, sign with solicitors and everything. And the solicitors were quite interested in it actually, because they said afterwards when the people from the People had gone that you're genuine. I said, well, Gordon, I said, if he was going to do it, fake it or whatever. He wouldn't leave it for 6 months and leave it to me. Not leave it to me, that's the wrong way to say that. To actually me to say the thing, oh, you've took a shot of a ghost there, mate. Laughing. And I was laughing. And we went and saw the vicar, as I say, at Woodford. The other thing we did as well, we went back and Gordon went into the church by himself. And I can't remember if he got the same camera. I think he did, to see if he could do it again, but he didn't.
Did he ever discuss with you? I mean, the Sportsman rangefinder camera that he was using there, was it new to him? And was he trying different things out with it? Do you know?
Oh no.
Because it was a 2-second exposure.
Yes, he literally had took hundreds and hundreds of photographs. His hobby, in a way, he went around all the churches in the county.
Oh wow!
And took photographs up and down the chancel and back upwards. And I thought, if he was going to do it, well, I'll wait to there, Woodford.
Yeah.
And of course, and he didn't know about, like me, he didn't know about the Heart of the Crusader or anything in the post. That was quite, because I was there when that was told, and we both sort of looked and said, what? You know, yeah. I was with him when the big, but again, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but Gordon didn't do anything about it. It was me that said it. And then we went and saw the vicar. And then, as I say, I can't remember what the catching paper was called at the time. But then next thing we know, the people were on to us. But that was about a year later, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, it's really strange, because when people start to try to explain this slide,
yeah,
the thing is, what they seem to have picked up on was the fact that this image had been moving, so they automatically thought it was a real person. But when you're talking about ghosts, right, the recording video of a ghost, it's never still, it's always moving.
Oh right.
So when you're taking a photograph or whatever, a slide or whatever, of an image that's moving, it's going to be blurred.
Yeah.
So when they started thinking it's, oh, that's got to be a real person, no, it hasn't. I mean, if he's taken an actual ghost photo there or image, then it's going to be moving.
Yeah, because one of the things he said at the time, of course there wasn't anything in the church.
Exactly.
He said, one of the, you know, how certain things, I mean, it's 60 years ago now, what certain things stick in your mind. And I do remember Gordon saying, well, I'd hardly ruin a bloody photograph with somebody in the picture. And he took one up and down, he took a longer exposure back up as well. And it wasn't the first, he took hundreds with this camera.
Yeah, yeah. This is it. I mean, the thing is, he was very fortunate. I think that's a genuine photograph, and I think he was really fortunate to take that photograph. And when you look at people's analysis of it and what they can see in it, I mean, I can't see half of what they say is there.
No.
Dustpan and brush and stuff like that. I can't see that. I can see something on the floor, and then somebody else said, "Oh, that person's wearing boots." And I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute, I've read so many different variations of this story, and it's nice to sit down with you and chat to you and get your recollections of it.
I straight away I will say to you, I wasn't there at all, and this was July, and it was December, as I say, and all I did when he put it up, I said, oh good God, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
And I still remember it, picking it up and going back. So the apparition, shall we say, was on there, and I said, good God, I said, it looks like a ghost, you know, laughing. Of course, we were very shocked when the vicar said to us, you do know there's a Heart of a Crusader. And as soon as he said that, I said, my God, it looks, again, I know I'm repeating myself, I thought, that looks like a surcoat.
I mean, the thing is, I love this story. I mean, I like I said, I've read it so many times, but in some books they just skirt around it and don't even give you the facts. In other books, they give you too much information, and you know that wasn't in the original.
No,
you know what
as I mean? I mean, as you say, I've got the Haunted Northamptonshire as well,
Yes, yes. That
There's
that
also
I do like that story. I mean, he hasn't tried to fabricate anything with it.
no. I've also got. I don't know whether you've seen that. Sorry, let me just.
Which is that?
No.
Oh, is that the newspaper piece?
Yes, it's Northamptonshire, the Monk of St Mary's.
Ah, yes. Well, it's in these two books as well.
Oh right, yeah. I've got. Oh right, I haven't got the. This one I picked up in a charity shop. It was also didn't Arthur C. Clarke do something about it as well?
He did, but it was more along the lines of look what you can do if you wanted to fake a photograph type thing. It was one of those, and I'm thinking to
No,
myself,
if I one I know Gordon, and I wouldn't have thought, but if you're going to do it, why wait for me to say something?
well,
I know
yes,
that I know that's not a good enough reason, but he didn't do anything about it. He said, look at the blinking photograph. I've ruined this one, and but he said there was nothing there, and I mean,
yeah,
as I again repeating myself, he's got 5, 6, 7, 800 slides of all churches around the county. So why wait to Woodford? And he certainly didn't, as I said, he certainly didn't know about the Heart of the Crusader
no,
in the wall.
yeah. I mean, I genuinely think it's a proper or slide rather
Yeah,
image, and I think he's captured something really interesting there, and it's one of those. Everybody will look at that, and everybody the mystery will carry on
yeah,
because you'll get people believing, people not believing, and it will carry on. And I mean, I think it's a good thing as well because you'll get people visiting the church quite a lot.
yeah,
I mean, I know of people that I've worked with in the past. They visited the church and
yeah.
gone around it and that, and seen the photograph there and the news cutting. Um, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I just think it's a fantastic story, and
Yeah,
I
I
love it.
must have, yeah, I must admit myself, as I say, but the fact it's a slide, I say,
Yes,
I particularly remember that chap from London. I can't think who he was now, some professor. And of course, when I said tiny problem, it's not a print, it's a slide.
yeah, because
Oh,
there's a piece down there where Simon's put down about Agatha. They could find no fault with the film or the development process, and no
no,
evidence of double exposure. So, I
no,
mean, that's from the film manufacturer.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
that's good enough for me.
yeah. It is for me because I say I know Gordon. I mean, you either do or you don't. Not believe, think about it.
Yeah,
But as I said, one of the things I've always said about Gordon, if he did, why wait for 6 months to do it? And
yeah,
take the fact, oh, that's interesting. And
yeah.
you can say, I can honestly say to you, it was not through me. I'm sounds like I'm blowing my own trumpet again. It was the fact that I said, well, that looks like a ghost. And
Yeah.
then we sort of took it and not took it from there. I thought, well, we're going to see the vicar. And I say, next thing we know, the Evening Post, Kettering Evening
Ah,
Post.
right.
It
Okay.
just went through my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
It's
it was.
Did he do? I mean, you say there he's taken loads and loads of shots of the
Yeah,
churches and that around Northamptonshire. Did he ever do anything with his photograph? Put him in a book or anything like that?
no, no. I think in the end, I might be wrong here. He sold the copyright to a book place, Top Photo or something like that. I can't
Oh, right.
remember now, but that's because I mean I got some money from it. I would admit to start
Yes.
with, we got it from the people. But I mean, strictly, I sort of said to Gordon, well, look, it's your photo, not mine. He said, well, but you sort of started it. But then after that, after the people thing, if he got it for not got it for himself. He had it because I said
Yeah.
I've got nothing to do with it. I just happened to walk back in my lounge and get this photograph to appear on the screen, well, the actual slide to come up bigger on the screen.
Do you ever wish you'd never seen the photo?
No, no. What is no, whatever is there is. You
Yeah.
can why bury your head?
Yeah. True. Very true. Very
You
true.
know, I'm not saying there's ghosts here, there, and everywhere kind of thing, but genuinely, I think Gordon's took something.
So do I.
And as he so rightly said, I do remember, again, I'm repeating myself at the time, what would a bloody ruin a photograph with somebody in it?
Yeah, I mean, when they were saying about, you know, it's got to be a real person. You imagine he's standing in the church with his camera,
On a
2-second exposure.
Yeah, on a tripod, yeah.
Yeah, on a tripod, and they reckon somebody's come in, knelt down, did a bit of this, and then got out again.
Yeah, right.
That's rubbish.
I
Absolutely.
know. I think at the time, I'm almost sure the vicar at the time, I can't think of his name now, but he checked, and it wasn't her day to do the cleaning. And as somebody said, and I said at the time, I said, well, would she come in a long smocky thing? And the vicar said, no, she'd come in her ordinary clothes. I said, well,
Yeah.
you know, that to me still looks like a surcoat.
Yeah, I mean, I think the vicar also thought it may have been one of the vicars that had died recently, 1960.
Oh yes, that's right. Yes, he said he used to kneel there.
Yeah.
It's one of them things, as I say. It's and I say, I'm sorry I missed you, but I was just getting over COVID, and I daren't come. The next day I was double negative, but that day was the first day I'd come up negative, and I wasn't going to risk coming and giving.
I tell you what, they were a good crowd. They were a very good crowd.
Yeah, I heard you got mobbed afterwards. My wife was there.
I couldn't get my cup of tea.
Well, that's a good sign.
It is a good sign, yeah. I mean, I must admit, I did really enjoy talking to people. I always enjoy talking to people at the U3A because you get a good range of questions afterwards.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, David.
Okay, David.
Appreciate
Nice to
that.
speak to you.
Bye.
Cheers.